Hello, hello, and welcome back. So, I've just kind of been playing skirmishes, and, I thought, why don't I just go through the various, various lance assault different types, not assault types, the various lance types. You get your assault, your battle, cavalry, fire, striker, support. We've already looked at the, cavalry. Honestly, we've already seen a striker in the medium, because that's kind of my preferred medium. Again, I think it's got some weaknesses. I think that quick draw's got to go for something different. Not quite sure what yet, but I think I'm gonna need some long-range support firepower out of the whole thing. Maybe a trebuchet. So, okay, I don't want to look at the fire quite yet. We'll just go ahead and do the assault. So the assault's a good mix. It's for assaulting. A lot of guys can take some punishment. Good mix of the long and the short ranged. Overall, I actually kind of started setting this up, and then I decided, yeah, I'm not going to set this up because we're going to take the Awesome 8Q. Now, I think the Awesome 8Q is a terrible decision to take right now. I think the PPCs are drastically undervalued, overvalued, underpowered. I don't even know how you want to put it. I have no idea what they cost for the PPCs because I can't see the parts yet. There's no mech lab. But I would much rather pick up this awesome right here, the 8T, like this. So that's going to be the double LRMs and a couple large lasers instead of the triple PPC. I think I think that comes with a medium or small laser as well. In order to pay for that, I would probably drop the Centurion down to a... Dang it, that's not what I wanted to do. Name, Centurion. I would drop the Centurion down to the AC-10 version. So this version is going to be a large laser, double medium laser, and a small laser. So, other than that, it's got the LRM-10, so a little bit of firepower outside, but it's going to be probably wanting to close more than anything else. This Centurion right here doesn't have doesn't have the large and the small laser. Instead, it trades out this AC-10 for it. I would honestly probably pick up this Centurion. It's not quite as much of a close-in brawler that I'd want, but I've got to really switch out the Vindicator anyways, because I'm still just a hair over the cap. Which, I didn't even look. I'm not quite sure what I would trade it out for. Honestly, probably just about anything. Oh, no. I would trade the Orion out for the bettered armor version. 3 tons of armor. I think it's 3 tons. Let's double check. Yeah, 3 tons of armor for an SRM-4 isn't a good deal. I'm still actually short then, huh? Well, I thought it would work out mathematically. Apparently, it doesn't. Needless to say, I'm not going to mess with the formation at all. It's actually pretty decent. I'm just not a fan of the awesome. Maybe another long-range fire support in its place, like a trebuchet. Yeah, that would work. Or not a trebuchet. Excuse me. Yeah, instead of going for the awesome version that is basically a catapult, just buy a catapult. Yeah, it's pretty simple. But I want to go ahead and use this awesome. The PPCs haven't looked too bad so far, but I think you can really begin to see it on what you're spending. Like, here's a $7.7 million mech, so very expensive. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's the 8th most expensive mech right now. So it's very much on the much higher end side of the scale. It is kind of on the lower side for an assault, though, at 7.7 million. So let's go ahead and throw this, yeah, up against the strikers, mostly because, well, I'm probably not going to do a assault striker, because I think everybody's kind of seen the striker. Very close range, very brawly, lots and lots of damage up close. I really don't want the Angel of Death pilot. I actually messed all this up because I changed things around. The Vindicator. Okay, first off, the Centurion is not going to be taking you, Sumo. Let's actually figure out the most important mechs first. Okay. That is crap. I guess I could use the bulwark because I haven't used it yet. The awesome, I really want to drop down into the Master Tactician. Honestly, I'd rather grab the Orion, the Master Tactician, or maybe put Paradise on him so I can get the dodge chance just by moving around. And you... Thinking I might go with one of the Precise Strike guys. You know, let's go multi-targeting. The Vindicator's not a terrible option here, I don't think. Yeah, PPC and a medium laser, plus an LRM-5 and a small laser. So if I get up in that brawly type sense, maybe I can make some use of it. If I remember, the Vindicator didn't have too many heat problems. I think I've done all the maps, but I'm not sure. We'll just we'll go to Alpine River next. So, looks good. Witness, are you actually the one that I want? Oh, you've got... You're not at all the guy with the bulwark like I thought. We're going to go with Ozone here. Which is probably a bad idea because tactical is what I like more, but whatever. Works for me. So... Let's go with a foggy Arctic day. Well, that would be really nice if this game does springboard, more like I had wished Shadowrun did. The first game, you're kind of a no-name mech company out in the boondocks, basically. While the second game, that would be really great if that ends up being like an Ascension War, or the Fourth Ascension War. And you've actually kind of got a little bit of attachment to your characters already. Maybe you're now a known company. That would be pretty sweet, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I would really like to be there after the memory core's recovered. And all of the various types of cool tech are starting to come back. But, whatever. Alright, so... Arclight. Go ahead and run out. I got my Orion. This is going to be my brawly guy. Well, I mean, these are, honestly, other than the awesome, they're all pretty decent at a brawl. Again, I really would much rather not have the large laser and medium laser here. I'd much rather have that AC-10 right now. But I think the AC-10 is just overbalanced by a little bit. And we're going to move the Vindicator up. So this is just a beefy assault group, basically. It's got a good mix of everything. They're going to be coming in close and they're going to be coming in fast. So the plan is to basically get my awesome up here. And then I'm wanting to kind of try to get down into this area and brawl. I'm hoping I can make the tree line over here. But I'm not holding my breath on that.
Copy that, Commander. Roger.
Wonder if I shouldn't give a little support. They do come down this way sometimes. Sometimes they all come down this way. They do have a little bit there. I'll probably just get him in the edge of the tree line here. That way I can support whichever side I feel is going to be my better option here. I'm definitely going to be hard-pressed, though. This is a pretty decent lance, and I think that the AI is able to utilize the strikers better than most of the lance types, just due to its general compositions. Okay, so I have nothing to take off their ability to charge at me here.
Heads up. I got a sensor trace.
Oh, are they really going to move that 35-ton? Is it going to get around the corner? Oh my goodness, that Jenner is so dead. I guess I kind of lied as it runs out there with the Jenner far beyond everything else. Oh.
Standing by.
Okay, so... Just really want to make sure I get my awesome on this cliffside because I want it firing as soon as possible.
Roger.
So I'm trying to map kind of where my unit's at back there. So it's got a good dodge chance, and I'm not very accurate at this range. Fair amount of heat, but I can easily drop the medium laser, and you can see my heat sinks can take it, which I'm actually going to do right now. That way I'm fresh when something bigger comes up the hill.
Engaging with target.
This is more of a overall long brawl it out type lance. I did manage to hit the head with one of those missiles, so injury on the pilot. That's nice. Heavy mech. Can't quite see the tonnage yet. Okay, that's the quick draw. Sumo. Yeah, I should have probably went with a multi-strike on you too. Could have backed up to here and done an LRM and then punched the rest of it into this Jenner right here. Yeah, so this might be another mech, the Centurion here, that, I don't know, just for a straight LRM 10, well, I mean, I still end up with the good gunnery skill, and I'm never going to be firing a single weapon with this mech, so yeah, that probably would have been superior. Which one am I missing? Wildfire. So I do want to save room in the trees for my Orion. So the Jenner's very fast and it moved a very long ways this turn. Honestly, the quick draw is a little more dangerous. What we've got here is looks like 4 medium laser SRM4. Maybe actually the Jenner. The Jenner, just how far you move determines a bonus. Let's see if I can see it right here. So if I just click on this Jenner, what you're going to see is target moves. It's getting a defensive bonus of +6 there. So if we look at the quick draw back here, it's probably at a +2, no, +4. And you can see the difference quite clearly as to which of these is the superior option. Honestly, I think I'm going to try to cripple that quick draw. I'd really like to take the Jenner out first, but the hit percentages just aren't lining up for me. Something like that. Oh, now I don't have line of sight. So I guess I am trying to take out the Jenner. So a lot of heat generation here. I'm just going to drop that LRM off. I wish I would have gotten closer for that small laser now. I think the small laser is actually a really good deal. It's just so short range. But 20 damage for the amount of heat generation you get out of it, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be their Kentaro trying to take me out probably with an LRM, like LRM-5 or something. It really does not know how to use its medium mechs, or any long-range mechs for that matter.
Yeah. What are your orders, Skipper?
Oh, really? You can't quite make it in the trees either, huh? Well, that really kind of sucks. Because I want that defensive bonus from just not moving. So, what I'm actually going to do is just not move. That way I get the braced automatically from the bulwark. And I'm just going to have to shoot at this. Now, the Orion does run very hot. You saw it even in the water earlier. We're going to drop that LRM off. And to be honest, we're probably going to drop the SRM because I don't want... Actually, I want to cripple this thing. I'm going to go ahead and take the extra heat from that 2 SRM4s there. Not as good as what I would have hoped for. And then we've got Arc Light.
Heading out.
Okay, so here's your triple PPCs, 50 damage each. Very, very good amount of pinpoint damage. Is it as good as like an AC-20? If it hits, it's going to deal 100 damage right off the bat? No. Do I think it's good as an AC-10? Even with a low ammo on something like an Irby, 8 shots only, for 75 damage? No. You will see, though, that the energy weapons get a shot modifier overall, so they are slightly better to hit. And we're going to go ahead and try to pop this Jenner. Not much for a whole lot of heat there. Honestly, I don't care if it gets 25 defensive bonus right here. It's much better than the evasion, which it still has. Son of a gun. Okay, so they must have the pilot that automatically gains evasion.
Ready for orders.
Sumo. What do we got here? What side did I damage? It's left side. So I'd have to turn my back to get a good shot. So what I'm actually going to do is just try to shoot across the front. Maybe I could still catch that side.
I'm on the move.
And that's kind of nasty, but it's kind of wasted on a Jenner right here, to be honest.
I got him.
And then it dodges all of my shots. Boo. I might actually be running my Centurion back next turn, just sprint it straight back and let my Orion handle the defense up there. I don't want to lose the Centurion.
Receiving you.
Oh, that's... I'm just going to go for it again, because the Jenner's not ridiculously strong. It's got a lot of weaponry for this loadout here, which is nice. Honestly, that's not a bad loadout. I might give it a good go later on.
Confirmed.
Wow. A swing and a whiff. There's that Kentaro, still just throwing out some terrible LRM shots.
What do you need?
Okay, so basically as long as I don't move because of the bulwark, I automatically guard, which is nice because it's 50% damage reduction. I don't have to be in the forest. Would have been nice actually if I had positioned myself maybe ever so slightly different. Maybe I could have gotten my Orion down into here so that they would maybe not be in the forest but kind of along this open area. Speaking of, actually, though, does this lava give me any kind of, units with geothermal ground only sink 50% of their normal heat. Oh, really? So it's a negative heat sink. Okay. Man, I'm actually learning a lot about the terrain here. I'm going to quit trying to take that Jenner out. I should have been just trying to take this quick draw out. So everybody's saying that they really think the bulwark, at least on the forums, the bulwark is a overpowered ability. I do think it's very strong in the current setting of the AI doing this, not going to really attempt to flank me. It does with its flyers, but very, very rarely does it ever try that otherwise. Let's just see what's my hit percentages. Perfect. So I'm already overheating here. The 332 that you can do with the PPCs is not doable anymore.
Acknowledged.
I needed some center shots there. Didn't. Yeah, I'm definitely going to run that Centurion back. Oh, I'm unstable.
I'm losing armor over here. Ready for orders.
You know what? Let's just do the multi-targeting. So you can pick up to, I think it's 3 targets. And then you have your A, B's, and C's right here. You just click it, and you can click it off. So I got a 65% chance either way with that medium laser. I'm going to try to put a little damage into that Jenner, but I'm not expecting a lot out of it. However, the PPC and LRM, I'm going to focus this quick draw like I should have in the first place. Oh, I managed to go ahead and catch that Jenner there. Alright, so we got a knockdown. Beautiful. So Sumo should be able to get a called shot on that center there. Oh, never mind. He's getting up. I don't have any light mechs in this formation. I completely forgot. I'm thinking I've got a bunch of lights here. Okay, so there's the cover, but no rear shot. Is he going to knock me down? Please knock me down. That would be great.
That was a hit. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have line of sight on the quick draw, huh? Looks like the right side's the side that's damaged. So we're going to try to... I think I might just run up here and melee in this Jenner. Oh, it didn't move last turn. I'm gonna toast this Jenner instead since it didn't move. Wasn't smart enough to do that. We're gonna even lock on my LRMs right here. Very low hit chance for a lot of heat right there, but considering it didn't move last turn, I want to get all the damage into it I can. %50 damage reduction. LRMs are only a 4 damage item. So unless you've got like 2 LRM-15, sitting back like that is just a poor idea. I'm sure that's the Kintaro. Well, I'm assuming it is. I don't even know where their 4th mech is at this point. They apparently have a assault mech somewhere.
Skipper.
Nope, don't move. That's a shutdown. I definitely want my SRM4s. Let's see if I can get that in some medium lasers. Yeah, I'd rather have the damage spread across these. It's not the pinpoint of the lasers, but that's alright. I've still got the AC-10 for a pretty decent pinpoint, if I hit. Okay, so it's dead. And the quick draw should go down fairly quick at this point. That's alright. This is a group that I've run in the red, like, a ridiculous amount. Really? 55%, huh? It's only a 60. Why am I so low on the hit percentages here? Obstructed, 2, heat, okay, +1, and target moved. I guess that all makes sense. If I scoot back, I get a little bit better chance here. So at this point, I can basically fire 1 PPC over and over again. Oh, I thought I had my Inspire up. I was gonna say, oh, cool, but I don't. Now we're just going to go ahead and hit it with everything. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down, and I have a very low chance of actually landing the multiple strikes into an area. I need 2 on the center torso to kill this. I need 1 on the left arm to destroy it, but these will only hit 1 spot each. So this is probably a shutdown for nothing. Okay. Possibly one of my other mechs can wipe it out now. I hope. I hope. I hope. Okay, there's their 80-ton assault mech.
Something I can do. Standing by. Right here.
So we're gonna go ahead and fire. This is my other semi-close range brawler. Whoops.
Something I can do.
I really don't want him up here tanking an 80-ton as well up next, so what we're gonna do is... Well, it looks like that's the only angle I can get. What mech do they have? That's an Orion? Yeah, it's probably an Orion. Okay, I'm going to go with everything. It's not going to quite shut me down, but it's going to be close. I'm hoping the LRM's 35% chance. What is it? LRM 10, so I should have like 3 to 4 hit. That's an extra 12-ish damage. Nothing.
It's so hot in here. I'm gonna puke.
Oh, there goes my right arm.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
So that's my large laser and my small laser. Boo.
Receiving you.
That's not nearly as effective of a unit now. I'm looking fine on the heat here, so... Come on, luck. At least take some weapons out.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Oh, wow. Not going so beautifully here. As you can see, though, this lance is made to take a fair amount of damage. Ozone. Well, Arclight, I gotta restart you, so why don't I just restart?
Yup. Confirm.
Really? It's an overheat warning there. Okay. So I dropped its arms. I was hoping to have this down so that I could be dropping some heat before this 80-ton mech got up here, but this 80-ton's going to be engaging long before I can drop heat. And I really didn't get the torsos where you need to get on this guy a lot. It's where it's better weapons are. So I'm down my large laser. Honestly, let's see what Kraken can do here. Come on, it should basically be dead.
Scored a critical hit.
Oh, it's going to come up and try to melee. Well, that's nice. I can actually get a shot in with my Centurion while running away. And that's not so nice, because now I'm very short on my run here. Afraid I might lose my Centurion this round.
Okay, I'm on it.
I don't even care if I do overheat.
I'll make them dead.
I know it's going to damage this arm over here, which is very low. There we go, center torso destroyed.
Oh, come on, it's like a steam bath in here.
Okay, so now at this point they're forced to bring the Kintaro forward because they have no sight. Which it should have been doing anyways. The Kintaro should already be up there. It
Yep.
looks like I'm going to get one turn here to
Holding in.
clear a little bit of heat on a couple of these guys.
What are your orders, Skipper?
I don't know, I'm kind of thinking the top side of this hill might kind of be best, but maybe just back a little bit. Well, then I might block it if they get in the trees there. Wherever I put this guy, because of the entrenchment, I don't want to move him again. So I guess right here, the reason I am going to move him is because I'm just going to brace him this turn. I want to clear up some of that heat. Honestly, the Orion's not going to clear much heat. Oh, it's a Victor. And he's got evasive, which, it's nice. So he's got a 50% chance to dodge that PPC. Okay, good, he didn't. That was the big damage ticket there. Yeah. That looks like a whole bunch of short-range SRMs. I'm pretty sure that's a Kintaro. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what this one had. Yeah, no way. Just go ahead and reserve for now. I'm going to try not to lose any mechs here.
What do you need?
You know what? I'm going to let him get his attack, but I'm going to reserve back so that he loses that 50% dodge chance. Ooh, that AC-20's nasty. It is real.
Confirm.
Alright, so... Okay, so that's a shutdown. Alright, that's not quite a shutdown.
Engage target.
Head hit, pilot injured.
My heat gauge is getting pretty high.
We want to take Arc Light here. And we're going to attack, and I'm going to Inspire because that's our crappy hit chances. Can I get a better shot? Oh yeah. I must be obstructed by my Orion right there. Oh, never mind, I already inspired. Duh. Okay, good damage across right there. The Sumo. Okay, so that's just going to be an overheat. I'm gaining a tiny amount of heat each turn. It's basically going to blow up my arm here shortly, though. Because my arm is down to 16. Now it's down to 14. Oh, I didn't even think about the Kintaro coming up. Hopefully it doesn't wreck my Centurion. I could have just ran away and did LRMs. Alright,
Right here.
yeah, you... Well, they've already moved their guy for this round. Honestly, I think I can drop this Victor, and then I can drop that Kintaro.
Attacking from position. Watch those heat levels.
Whoa, come on, hurry up. Okay, I thought it froze for a second there.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can no longer sprint. Oh, I'm unstable. So I guess something like that, and I'll just fire my LRM-10s over the stack here. Come on, 60%. Do me some good. Nothing. Okay. Come on, PPCs. Do me some good. I probably had 100% last turn. Well, I don't know. He's knocked down now. Doesn't look like there's a modifier for knockdown. So I probably didn't need to inspire this mech. I just needed to move it. Come on, at least a couple of these hit that center torso. There we go. Victor's done with.
I'm generating a lot of heat.
I know you are, and I'm going to shut you down next turn, whether you want to or not. This Kintaro is going to be kind of nasty, isn't he? So an overheat warning. Just going to go ahead and Alpha Strike the Kintaro. I'd like to deal as much damage as possible, which, that sucks, my big gun missed. Again, I've lost my defensive bonus here. But I'm not as worried with just this single Kintaro right here. Looks like I am actually going to have to move, though, because he's right up in my face.
Armor breach. Internal damage. I took a hit in the meat.
Oh, shut up. You're fine. Kraken. Well, I need to get backwards a bit. That's better. The PPC and the LRM is going to be my better damage right here, not the medium. That's a shutdown? Yeah, that's just an overheat.
Confirmed. Firing. My heat sinks can't take much more.
Yeah, they can. Shut up.
Something I can do.
Ooh, I've got an Inspire right here. Alright, I really don't want my Centurion dying, so we're just going to keep just arcing LRMs over for the moment.
I'm gonna make some.
A little bit of damage. Oh, the knockdown, though. That's nice, because now Arclight can get a good shot in right here.
What do you need?
Well, why don't you go ahead and restart stand up. So he will,
I'm up again.
there we go. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have stood up first, because I think I've just blocked myself. Yes, I have. Okay, so I want a good called shot right here. So I am going to inspire.
Understood. Mess him up. Mess him up. Good.
I'd like to hit with all three of these PPCs right here. And let's go ahead and... You know what? We're just going to put it all on the center torso.
Roger.
I'd like to pinpoint this damage so that somebody else could take it out, hopefully.
Gotta shut down. Can't vent enough heat.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the awesome just overheating nonstop. And I am firing triples, but basically it's a 3-3, 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. You can never go over 1 until you get into melee or take a break or with it or something, which is not a good deal. Not a good deal at all. Might be why they have the precise strike pilot actually piloting that one. Overheat warning.
Aye, aye.
So this is what I mean by like redlining. You see what I'm doing with this mech right here? And let's just go ahead and look around. 62 of 70, 27 of 35, 47 of 55. I mean, if this mech were being pressured by like a real player, this might be a bit worrisome, like on the arms here, which have pretty low structural damage levels anyways. But I've just, it's hard to judge right now with the AI.
Right here.
Okay, this will probably be my last shot, because then I can get up here into the trees and maybe fire down with some medium lasers as well. Oh, that's nice. Look at that 80%. Alright, go ahead and restart. So the in the tabletop, I guess I should mention this. I didn't know this offhand, but somebody had brought it up that the Awesome's firing scheme is a 3-3-2-3-3-2. Or maybe it's 3-3-2 and then it shuts down. So this version, or maybe it's, I don't remember now. I guess I should go back and read it again. Needless to say, this one cannot fire anything close to the output it can in the tabletop. Okay, so we're literally going to take one step back.
Affirmative.
Then I am going to blast him in the face with everything.
Locking on with all weapons. Keep an eye on my heat, Commander.
I swear these Kentaros, man, they build a lot of heat, but they are just absolute monsters. Oh, he's shut down. He's in trouble now. He's in big trouble. Okay, Sumo.
You got it.
This might end up being like the Atlas, where I literally kill the pilot before I could take out the mech.
Standing by.
Okay, I am more than willing to shut down for this right here, because I think I can finish him off before he gets to start back up. Yes, 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 you're shutting down. I don't care. Oh, good, we got the knockdown too. So let's take a look at each of these. Gyro damage, +3 difficulty for piloting checks. I think that's for being at the high heat. Called shots can be made against this target. Shut down. This target is easier to hit, and called shots can be made against this target. Okay. So easier to hit even with the called shots, I think.
Copy that.
I should probably let the Orion finish this off, considering it was basically the MVP of my team. Alright, so there we go with the Assault, at least the heavy version. I don't know, it's not bad, just I really think the PPCs are just not as good as what you would hope to see out of a PPC. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time.